Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a while since I've talked to you, so I figured I'd give you all a little update. But first, I just want to say thanks to everyone out there who subscribed to this channel. Just not too long ago, I believe back in September, October, sometime around there, I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, and that was always been my personal goal. It's something I wanted to get to, and to see it be achieved is pretty awesome. I kind of didn't think about what would happen after that point, so I don't really have a personal goal anymore for that, but it's fun to see this one be realized, and I just want to say thanks again to all of you guys out there who are currently subscribed and enjoying the things I put out. That said, I haven't really been putting out much content lately, and there's an explanation for it. It's probably not a good one, but especially over September and October, I was pretty weak on putting out new reviews. I think over 2 months I put out like 2 videos, and yeah, that probably kind of a little disappointing as a viewer, but during those 2 months, it's just September, October are kind of like my favorite times of the year. It's the fall, and I love being outside during the fall season, so I tried to make sure I was outside every day, whether I was running, hiking, taking a bike ride, or walking and listening to a podcast. I just tried to be outside all the time. And at the end of the day, when I come home and it's dark and that's the time I usually film things, I was just exhausted. So I would usually just hang out and just watch TV or watch anime or something. And that's really it. It's not really the best reasoning, but that's what I was doing. So it's not that I wasn't buying toys or that I stopped caring about doing this. It's just, I guess I just needed a break? I don't know. But anyways, speaking of watching lots of TV shows and anime, there's a couple I want to highlight. So first of all, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think everybody was pretty excited for that show. It's the Joss Whedon directed show, and I'm a big Joss Whedon fan. My favorite show is Firefly. And like every Joss Whedon show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. starts out pretty bad, and even right now it's still not, I would say it's okay, but it's not quite good. I'm hanging around with it, and I probably will continue to watch it, but at the moment it is not the show that I think everybody expected it to be, and but that's the thing with these Joss Whedon shows, they kind of take their time. Like, you gotta wait until the characters, until you get attached to the characters before the show gets any good. But hey, if you want a really good superhero show to watch, I totally recommend Arrow on the CW. That is by far my favorite TV show at the moment. There's a lot of good stuff in there, especially if you're a DC fan. It's a great show. As for anime, I watched a lot. I watched a lot of anime. I finally watched all of Attack on Titan, and it was alright. That is very much the Walking Dead of anime, in that there's no real story arc or overarching story arc. It's more about moment to moment and character relationships and character growth, and well, that's interesting. I don't know if I really like it. I mean, I continued on and I read ahead in the manga, and yeah, like if there's a season 2, I think I probably won't watch it. It kind of makes me regret pre-ordering those Figmas of Mikasa and Eren. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those now, but oh well. That's life, right? As for other animes, I watched a lot of mecha anime. Watched Full Metal Panic, and I really enjoyed that. It's not the best thing out there, but I really enjoyed Full Metal Panic. And then I watched Gundam 00. Boy, that was a disappointment. That was the most boring thing I've ever seen in a long time. I can't believe I was able to watch all 50 episodes in the movie, and I really didn't enjoy it. And then the last mecha anime I watched was Macross Frontier, and let me tell you, I loved Macross Frontier. That has everything I want in any form of fiction. It has giant robots that transform, and they do some crazy battles. They're in space, space colonies, J-pop, idols and concerts, and then this epic love triangle. And I just really enjoyed Macross Frontier, and it got me to watch almost every other Macross series after that point. And I just gotta say, if you haven't seen Macross Frontier, watch Macross Frontier. It is awesome. And then I also was able to check out some new anime that came out this fall, and the two that I'm sticking around with are Gundam Build Fighters. It's not really a Gundam show, it's actually more like a shonen for 8-year-old boys. It reminds me of Metabots, and I really got attached to Metabots as a kid, so that's what Build Fighters is doing for me right now. And then the other one is Kill La Kill by by Trigger, that new studio where the two heads behind Gurren Lagann, and that's my favorite anime, so I'm really enjoying that as well. That's really what I've been doing, not really too much else. As for toys, well, the year's almost up and all the biggest toys are almost out, and I'm pretty excited to get some of the last final things that are supposed to be scheduled for release. For example, Rio Bones Buster Machine 7. Really excited for that. I really love No-No, as well as their getters, specifically the Black Getter. I can't wait for that figure. And now that I'm really up into Macross, I really want to get all these cool Valkyries, all the GX Chigoken Valkyries, the Yamato Valkyries. I want them all, but those are really expensive, so don't expect to see my channel flooded with all that, because I can't afford that kind of stuff. But speaking of reviews, I have been getting feedback on some of the videos that I put out that have specifically darker toys, and those combined with my black background make it hard to see the figure, and I completely agree. It's something that I know was a problem, but I've kind of ignored because I've just been too lazy to really fix it. But I've been exploring new background options with new colors and whatnot, but what I really want is those like a hanger type display, like a weapons hanger. And for the longest time I wanted to get those mechanical chain bases by Kotobukiya, but those are almost impossible to find nowadays because they've been out of production. And so in the meantime I've been looking for something different, and it was brought to my attention that Wave also makes their own version called HHangers. And I so happen to have one right here. I actually bought two of these. These go for about, I think, 1,400 yen. I've seen them go for as low as about 1,000 yen, but that's rare sale occasions. But anyways, if you can see here, it's like a half cube, and this is about, well, it says 160 millimeters, so 16 centimeters. So, and if you get more, you can of course combine them. They're all modular, so you can make them as big as you want into whatever designs you want. Now, I bought two of these, and just to show you what it looks like when it's fully built, this is what it is. And I'm really excited with this. It seems pretty cool, and it's everything I want. There's just enough detail going on, and there's just enough of a consistent color scheme that won't interfere with any of the figures I'm using, so it'll look great on white figures and black figures, and hopefully I'll get more of these H-hanger things and keep connecting them to make a really big display. But for now, this is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to use this. But yeah, that's really all I have to say on it, and that's really all I have to say for this video. So look forward to new videos or new reviews of newer toys that are coming out. Thanks again for being a subscriber and hanging on with me, even though I was a little bit sparse with content. And let's see, today is, for everyone out there celebrating Thanksgiving, I hope it's an awesome time. For me, it's just another day. It's actually another cold day with the snow coming down. It kind of sucks. I don't really like it. It's freezing, but yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys in a bit. Bye.